Hi, I'm Dave Calby of Calbico, and I'm here to demonstrate the channel cleaning tool for use on the 1911. So the 1911 is well known for having lots of different cuts and channels and grooves and so forth in it. So the tool comes in extremely handy for it. Let's start out with this, and if you look at the different edges of the tool itself, you'll find that this one just happens to fit perfectly in there. You can take it, and also in here with the catcher there, get along that edge, which has a lot of buildup and so forth. You'll get some in here, and you might want to reach in there and grab. You get that area through, and then of course along here where the ejector is, you get that area, the top area, in around here. Now you'll want to get, of course, in the magazine well, and taking it and pressing up and down through gets in the corners themselves. You can come up here and get that feed ramp, wipe down and so forth, and then back along the edge here. Like if you're looking inside, you can see where you've got your magazine release. You can press this down in. There's some buildup that happens in there, and you can get that area and move that release and such. Then from the bottom, of course, get the rest of that mag well with its areas there. So that's the there. Let's look at the slide itself. So the slide has a veritable potpourri of cuts and channels in it. So let's start out by looking at this one here, where you've got two different heights here. Well, that thin edge will fit down in and get the lower portion, and then you can keep the same one and work up top, or you can move it to the thicker, get that area up in there. As you may expect, the thicker end just happens to work perfectly for getting in here, and then also just happens to perfectly work for getting in that area there. Now, one thing that I like it for is I get concerned about my where my barrel locks in. I can get in and get that and just get everything possible out of those areas. And then back in here, when I'm looking at cleaning, the firing pin area goes in, I get that's flat, get there, get along this area here. And then it'll reach down and get the extractor right behind. You can push that and maybe do a little test on it, make sure it's working properly and so forth, and get behind there all cleaned out. Now, one thing that also with the 1911 is when you do, more than the standard stripping, you'll get the area behind the front holder back there, and this will reach in and get that all wiped down. Okay, so when you remove your firing pin for cleaning, you can get in and do that as well. And then if you've got some buildup on here, if you, of course, getting along the edge, the edges there and such. Okay. For the slide lock has that very narrow cut in here. Just so happens that the tool fits right in, and you can get that. That's a somewhat neglected area by a lot of people. You also get buildup along that bottom edge there, and then along the side itself. So very clean. You could for getting in here, get that, works in along the edges in there, of course along here, and pretty much anywhere. Oh, one thing I did forget on this slide is you've got this cut in here, gets neglected quite a bit. You can reach in there, get that area nice and clean, and then for drying or pushing in bigger patches, you can get in, get all that, and then of course wipe her down. Alrighty, so there you have it. Quick rundown on using it on the 1911. Thank you very much.